Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for May 17th through the 23rd. We're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future for the weeklies. And then after that, we're going to clear the main spread and get into the energy of whoever it is that's on your mind. So it doesn't matter whether it's an ex or somebody current or somebody new, just whoever you're thinking about at this time. So this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And any other placement you have could possibly resonate for you. So if you know your chart, definitely check those out. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hi. I love you guys. I hope you're all doing well. And let's go ahead and get into your energy. Okay. Virgo, what's going on? I like to think that the readings kind of go from week to week. So I sort of pick up on the same energies from last week. And last week was the snake, the person that either did you dirty or was not good in any way, shape, or form. A couple people said something about dealing with a narcissist. So I felt the need to shuffle again for some reason. All right, so the bottom of the deck, well, this person's still in your energy. So I feel like you definitely have gotten away from this situation. There's still a little bit of lingering energy in the recent past. Sorry, guys, the grass guys. I hope that's not too annoying. It feels like it's still creating some kind of issue where maybe you're worrying or maybe you just have quite a bit of anxiety. If there's two ways I see this card. One is basically grabbing what you can and bolting and getting out as fast as you possibly can. And the other is dealing with somebody who's possibly a liar, a cheat, or even, unfortunately, could have stolen from you. In this case, I definitely sense that there's still a little bit of anxiety around this situation. But the good news is that you're moving forward. So it's like, even if it's just a little bit by little bit, I sense that there's some sort of victory that you feel. You're overcoming some of that anxiety or angst or the sleepless nights or something that was weighing heavily on your mind seems to be starting to release itself, which is great. This to me is moving towards finding someone who is extremely stable. With the wreath up there, I think of that as being the king and the queen with their crowns. So it could be that either there's someone new coming in if you haven't met them yet, or maybe you've just recently met someone. I feel strongly to say that all of a sudden it breaks you free of all of that stress and anxiety from the past. And you start feeling like, oh, maybe there is somebody really good out there. Maybe they aren't all a bunch of narcissistic thieves or liars or cheaters. And this tells me right here that you've walked away, which is great. Even if this is something from a while ago, the energy might just still be lingering a little bit, and it makes it difficult to move on if you can't release that energy. So I think the indication here is that that's what you need to move on from so that you can move forward into finding the person that is going to work for you. If you're questioning, if you're in a recent, current relationship, and this is something that you're thinking about moving away from, I'm going to say that you're probably going to. If you have any question, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I'm going to say right now, I feel like it's zapping you. You're not in your normal Empress energy, male or female. You're not feeling on top of your game right now. If it's exhausting you and you're not getting sleep or it's stressing you out, then there is definitely a decision that needs to be made. Once you do, there we go. You could be dealing with a Leo. I'm picking up on a lot of air energy for some reason. So we've got Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. So when I get the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, that tells me that this is either a long-term relationship that has finally been cut off, and you're feeling really good about that because the Sun is in the middle. So your energy just is releasing that and still releasing it. As I said, it could be that it just hasn't fully left your energy field yet, and you're still dealing with some of the remnants of that situation. But I definitely feel like you're walking away, and if you haven't yet, I feel like you're you're feeling like you may need to in order to feel better about your circumstances. So in your current energy, this is good. Again, like I said, you're moving towards, this is perfect because it goes right into this. You moving towards feeling victorious about getting out of something that wasn't working, something that hurts you quite a bit. Disloyal is what I keep sensing, disloyal. And the Knight of Cups in reverse is releasing that energy of someone who was not quite the king, right? Someone who didn't, male or female, didn't give you the type of love. It was not only disappointing, but just completely disheartening. And it feels like there was quite a bit of betrayal. So this is what you're walking away from, and that's great because it's in reverse, which tells me that the energy is shifting and it's starting to move forward. So you're starting to see how things can finally, like you're getting your footing is what I feel like. And then we have the Seven of Cups and then the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this could have been somebody who had lots of options in the past. Maybe this was just somebody who cheated a lot, couldn't keep it in their pants. I'm just going to say that because I almost said exactly what I thought, but I'm not going to do that on YouTube. So here we've got the Three of Pentacles. Again, I get a sense that there were other energies. It could also be that there's something that you need to work through. They just said, I don't have to judge justice or judgment, but I feel like there's some kind of agreement that you need to either go through. There's some paperwork that needs to be handled for somebody. I'm not sure who that's for. Maybe you had several options in work. So let's shift to work for 1 second. And you just recently found out, and this could be actually something where you celebrate. So there's two different ways I can read this card. So it could be that that's finally happened and you don't have to worry or wonder anymore and you just need to sign the papers. Possibly for a new job. It could be that there's something involving the relationship and you're out of options and you've just decided this is it, I'm just going to go ahead with it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Nine of Swords and see what's going on there for you. We've also got some fire energy here, so Leo, Sagittarius, or why am I going blank? Leo, Sag, and Aries. So what have we got? For the Nine of Swords, we have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, and then the Eight of Swords. So you're not confused anymore. That's great. So in the recent past, you probably did make a decision and you cut something out of your life knowing that it wasn't going to move forward. This person still seems to creep around. Even though they're in reverse, they may back off at this point. So hopefully, whatever it is that you have angst or has left you feeling sleepless, I'm not going to say 100% because I don't know each one of your situations, but I'm going to say this person's backing off. So if they were bothering you or harassing you in any way, or you felt like they were just trying to keep tabs on you, they're finally going to start backing off. It could be that you have to sign papers to get a restraining order against this person because they were stalking you. I hate to say that, but it came to mind, so I'm gonna say it. And the Ace of Swords is basically wanting a new start and cutting things out of your life, especially this particular energy that I'm picking up on again. And then the Seven of Swords. This is moving away from that particular type of energy, the liars, the cheaters, seeing things for what they are and being really super clear about it. I mean, that's a precise decision made moving forward. No looking back is how I feel about that. Even though it still might give you a little bit of anxiety. I mean, you have this amazing Six of Wands moving forward, and you're definitely clear about the decisions you've been making. So that's really beautiful energy. All right, so let's see what's coming up. What are you moving towards with this Six of Wands? Let's see if there's another energy. Well, maybe you just don't, gosh, this Seven of Wands with the Seven of Swords. All right, so right now I don't think you really want to juggle anything. Maybe this was just all too much for you and you need a little bit of a timeout. So maybe not quite as balanced as you'd like to be, but I think the indication from Spirit is to try to find some balance in you and get past this angst and anxiety or depression and moving forward from the disappointments of this situation. With the Two of Cups in reverse, that tells me you did definitely make that decision. You cut through it and you're letting I don't want to say that term. You're letting it go. Let's just put it that way. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, maybe at times you didn't feel like you could defend yourself with this person. I hope that's not the case. I hope there isn't anything that was super severe. I am picking up on quite a bit of dark energy, so I don't allow them in. They don't affect you or me. It's just the energy of the person, and we're going to wipe them away, because that's what the Ace of Swords is for, is to wipe that away. And then we have the Four of Cups. So if somebody is coming into your energy now, maybe it's that you don't really want to deal with it. Maybe there's a little bit of interest elsewhere, but I feel like the healing probably needs a little bit more time before you move forward. You're definitely getting there with the Six of Wands. So hold on tight, because you're moving forward. Now, getting beyond this hurt and betrayal is your current energy. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords in reverse. Perfect. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the World card. And then the Two of Pentacles is upright. So your current energy is all about finding that balance. This is shifted from one to the next, and you saw me shuffle, so that's perfect. And then putting some work into, maybe it's starting over. Maybe it's feeling like you need to put your energy in other places where you know things are going to start to move forward and grow, and you can nurture them, and they're going to be meaningful and not harmful. And this was tough enough. I think it's time to definitely put down all of the burdens of that. You've worked really, really, really hard to get through this. I can see that. And now the world's coming in, which is incredible, because that means you've closed out this cycle. You're closing it out, even if there's still a little bit of remnants of that energy. The world's here to tell you that, Spirit wants you to know they recognize that you're creating this shift. You're jumping onto this new timeline, if you will, and closing out this old cycle of probably toxic relationships, learning what the red flags are, understanding what you need to do moving forward, working on yourself, looking within, all of those things. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's see what this is about. The Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then the Two of Pentacles. Again, this is you just being very focused on balancing your own energy. So with the Three of Pentacles, I sense third party from Three of Pentacles, but this is twice now that we've gotten this. So this could again mean that you may need to sign something and make sure that this person stays away. I don't know why I'm getting that from that card, but I am. A lot of, being sad. It's not fun. When we love somebody, obviously there's a lot of emotion. So it could make you really sad that you have to go to this length in order to keep this energy away from you. And then the Queen of Wands. So maybe you're not feeling at that place where you're at your best. This is going to require putting some energy into yourself, making sure you take care of you, going and doing things that make you feel good about you. That's going to be super important, especially right now, because that's going to help shift that energy so that you can move forward a little bit quicker. Everybody has a different time frame in which they move through difficult periods in their life, but putting that energy back into you, brings, this little card wanted to flip out, the King of Pentacles, a stable relationship, male or female. This is something that you're going to be moving towards, but they want you to focus on yourself. Focus on feeling good about you, the decisions you've made, where you are now versus what might have been the past, and recognizing that there is a stable energy, a very strong, stable energy that wants to move towards you. And that's why they want you to focus on you so much. That just literally found its way out of the deck. Okay, so then let's clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse and see. I have a feeling that this has to do with this King of Pentacles that's going to be moving towards you. Like they've decided that you're the one. Okay, so look at this. It just keeps coming up. Like they want you to understand that there needs to be balance no matter how many times I shuffle. So we've got the Lovers in reverse and the Devil in reverse. That to me is actually good. That means you're putting behind you, walking away from relationships that are toxic. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini. But in this case, no more. No more tolerating those kinds of people. Have patience with yourself. If you're going through this process, maybe you're just starting out into spiritual stuff, it's going to take patience to understand why all these things had to happen in your life and what lessons you needed to learn. I really want to emphasize that. Please be patient with yourself. I can tell you from personal experience, I've been through some really rough times, and I think a lot of people have. And what we end up figuring out later on is that things were a blessing in disguise. They teach us things, hard lessons, in order for us to move forward into a much happier, more stable, and obviously keeping ourselves safe from people who do not so pleasant things. All right, so with the Three of Pentacles, I think we've got the energy pretty clear. If I didn't mention it in the beginning, I hope I did. I was going to get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind. So I'm going to clear the cards. So while I do that, go ahead and think about whoever it is that you'd like to hear about. I'll pick up on that energy the best that I can, and we'll see how they're feeling, and then we'll see how you're feeling. And the dog confirms that you're making the right decisions and walking away, if you heard that barking. It's always great to get animal confirmation. All right, tell me about Virgo's person, please. This is for Virgo, person on their mind. Okay. Ooh, okay, this person's energy. Wow, interesting. This is the same thing that came out for Taurus. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, literally in the same two places except flipped. So somebody that flips between wanting to sit there and wait for things to grow. I feel like this person might be a little bit impatient. Like they put the work in and then they don't. And then they do and then they don't. Whoever this person is. Now, if this is the toxic person from the past, I don't want to have anybody get upset thinking that that's who I think is watching them. This is definitely someone who's paying attention to you. I don't know if it's somebody that's stalking, but it's definitely an energy of someone who's right now watching but not speaking up. It's like they'll put in work at times, but then they don't have the patience to let things grow and develop in a natural way. And then again, the Three of Pentacles. Oh, God, I hope that person's energy didn't creep in here. And you, again, I see you needing to heal. Yep, cutting through the BS. Right now, we have the Seven of Swords. This has come up, I think, at least three times now. Or this is the third time, hiccup. And then with the Star in reverse, it just tells me that you need to heal. You need a bit more time from this situation. Or if this is somebody that you want to be with, working on it, I mean, you're really going to have to put in some hardcore effort, because right now they want to focus on your healing. And I feel like there could have been secrets that came out, or at least you think there were. And with the King of Swords, that tells me you're cutting through the BS. Like, you don't have time to deal with somebody who's going to interfere with healing. If someone wants to move forward, they will. That King of Pentacles keeps coming up in my mind, so I'm going to keep talking about it. I think there's a really solid energy moving towards you, but what's necessary is to get rid of this energy. Even if you're physically away from this person, you've got to energetically heal from them. And maybe that's where you need to kind of hold back and not tell people what's going on with you, and just kind of cut out the people who are interfering with whatever it takes for you to heal, whether that be focusing on your spiritual journey, whatever it is that you need to do. If this person's going to be defensive and try to constantly, step back and just watch you but not put any effort in, then they're not even worth looking at, because this other energy I keep picking up on is the one that's going to be coming into your life, and that's what's to look forward to. All right, so let's get the romance angels for you. This is for Virgo. We have, this could be the one. That's the energy I keep picking up. And engagement, codependency, and then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there could be, because of this change that I sensed, if you had to leave a relationship, maybe you're just rebuilding, and it's going to take time to heal from that and rebuild. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. If you've met that person that I keep talking about, the new energy, then it could definitely be the one. And this could be the person you end up engaged to. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If we're talking about the person that I'm sensing like puts energy in and then sort of doesn't have the patience to watch it grow, it doesn't mean that it won't. If this is not the toxic person, I'm not talking about that person. This person might just be on guard. So know that they watch you, they want to invest, but maybe they're not sure. They may be just a little bit wishy-washy, but it does feel like it's going to move forward, and they could turn into that King of Pentacles. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. If this is you or your person, maybe those are things that need to be looked at. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what the card says. So if those are issues, maybe it's that you're finally going to be, I don't know, quitting smoking, or maybe you just want to cut back on drinking, or whatever it is that might help you move forward a little bit better. Let's just say that. If you need to cut back on drinking too much soda, how about that? Or anything. I'm addicted to coffee. I love coffee. So maybe you have to give up your coffee for a couple weeks, or caffeine. Whatever it is, that's just an indication they want you to focus on whatever's maybe too much in life. Too much that, what's the words I'm looking for? That maybe we allow to happen more often than we should. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle, and then we'll close it out with the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. All right, this is the one they want. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay. You heard it here. That's that energy I'm picking up on. I have a feeling that person's coming, so keep your eyes out if they haven't already come. All right, this is for Virgo. What other messages do we have for Virgo? So we have loyal heart. Again, that person, peace, a chance in the wind, and then unfinished symphony. This is just closing out that cycle. That's a 10, completion, it's done. Release that energy, it needs to go. And then we have the loyal heart. This is, again, that person. This reduces to an 8, which is infinity. I'm picking up, remember I said the King and Queen in the beginning of the reading, that I pick up on the 6 of Wands, the wreath. It reminds me of the King and Queen. So this, to me, is what you're going to be moving towards. If you can't see it yet, it's just because you need to go through the healing before you can open up to energetically let this new person in. And then peace. This is how you're going to feel moving forward. Once you've put all that BS behind you, this is the kind of peace that you're actually going to feel. Even if you can't see it yet, it's coming. And then we have a change in the wind. So as things start to shift, again, this is allowing the things that are falling away from your life, whether it be toxic people, toxic relationships, whatever it is, the toxic habits, those things, as they start to fall away, you're going to see a shift, not only in your energy, but in the things that show up around you, the people that show up around you. So it's a really beautiful energy. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like and comment and subscribe. Stick with us and hang out for the next reading. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I love you guys to pieces, and I will see you in your next video. Take care. Bye.